Hayaan po nating maging malinaw. Ang babae ay hindi biro, hindi rin siya pantasya, at ang dignidad ng kababaihan ay hindi kailanman dapat maging katatawanan sa loob ng Kongreso. Madam Speaker, may I respectfully review all what happened. Request the Majority Floor Leader to refer this matter to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges to conduct hearing at the earliest possible time and to require the attendance of concerned parties. I likewise request that the committee submit its report immediately, and I believe that the chairperson for the Committee on Ethics is one of the co-author of the amended Safe Spaces Act. At upang maiwasan natin ang ganitong insidente sa hinaharap, I respectfully request, hinihiling ko din po, na ang substitute bill amending the Safe Spaces Act ay maisama sa LEDAC priority measures. Madam Speaker, ang respeto sa kababaihan ay hindi lamang usapin ng batas, ito ay usapin ng dangal ng ating institusyon at ng ating bansa.
We in Gabriela Women's Party join the chairperson of the Committee on Women and Gender Equality, Representative Ann Matibag, in calling out remarks that reinforce the very culture of objectification of women that this institution has a duty to dismantle. When a member of Congress speaks in a way that objectifies women, the harm extends far beyond. May real-life consequences po ito sa mga babaeng nakakaranas ng iba't ibang forma ng abuso, pambabastos, diskriminasyon sa araw-araw. Hindi dapat nagiging normal ang ganito, lalo pa sa Kongreso at public office, kung saan nakakaapekto ang mismong mga salita, mga pahayag, mga aksyon natin pagdating sa patakaran, sa kultura at pang-araw-araw na buhay ng mga kababaihan at lahat ng ordinaryong mamamayan.
Sa pagdinig ng komite, may mga pahayag na nabitawan na naging sanhi ng matinding reaksyon at pagkabahala mula sa iba't ibang sektor. Nais kong kilalanin ang mga damdamin na ito. Tunay at mahalaga, marami sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na ang mga kababaihan at mga grupo na matagal nang lumalaban para sa dignidad at pagkapantay-pantay ang nagpahayag ng kanilang saluluobin. May mga interpretasyon na naganap sa mga nasabi sa pandinig, sentimento na ginagalang ko at pinakikinggan. Madam Speaker, nakapagpaliwanag na rin po ako at ginagalang ko naman ang lamdamin ng aking mga kasamaan dito. Ngunit inuulit ko po, during the hearings, I was arguing on principles that lawyers and legislators should know, that the person cannot be held liable for mere thoughts, imaginations, or associations without an overt act. That is a legitimate argument in any constitutional discussion, criminal or constitutional discussion. Pero kagaya ng sinabi ko, the analogy might have been in bad taste and were taken in the wrong context. Ilang beses ko na rin sinabi, that was precisely the point that I wanted to make. That at times, statements are taken out of context. Ngunit kagaya ng sinabi ko, at maraming beses ko na rin inulit, there was no malice intended. And if there was malice deduced from that statements, I wish to apologize dun sa mga natamaan at nasaktan. Kaisa nyo ako, at hindi ko po layunin na makagambala sa mga nais gawin dito. My record on women's welfare is real. The Gender and Development Code at Bawal na Bastos Ordinance, which I authored in Quezon City, were not small achievements. They were early attempts to build a culture of respect and accountability towards women in public spaces. My actions and my past history will show and prove the kind of person that I am. If my colleagues here would like to judge me for one statement that I made, then that is their right. and I respect that right. Kagaya ng inuulit ko, we should look at the person by his actions and not mere statements. Palagay ko, walang perpektong tao dito. Marami ditong nagsasalita. Pero kung gusto natin pasukin yung issue na yan, nire-respeto ko at ginagalang ko. Kagaya ng sinabi ko, natutuwa ako na napakabilis ng aksyon ng aking mga kasamahan na i-refer to sa Ethics Committee. Nananalangin ako na sana sa ibang aspeto rin ng katiwalian, lalong-lalo na sa katiwalang napapaloob dito sa ating kapulungan, ganun din tayo mag-refer sa Ethics Committee. Muli, sa aking pagtatapos, ulitin ko, ginagalang ko ang kapasyahan ng aking mga kasamahan dito. Uulitin ko rin, humihingi ako ng pasensya sa mga kababaihan na na-offend dun sa aking mga sinabi. At muli, aking hihilingin that I hope I be judged not from one statement, but from the kind of person that I am, kung anong klaseng tao ako, kung anong prinsipyo ang meron ako, at kung paano ko ito ipinaglalaban. Maraming salamat po, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I move to refer the speech of Representative Ann Matibag to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges for its appropriate action.
There is a motion to refer the privileged speech of the Honorable Ann Matibag, as well as the interpellations and manifestations, to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The speech of the Honorable Matibag is referred to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to authorize the Committee on Ethics and Privileges schedule a meeting to first conduct a thorough assessment on the actuations and statements of Representative Jesus Bong C. Suntay relative to the question of privilege of Representative Ann Matibag. Second, to require Representative Suntay to appear in the hearing of the committee. Third, to immediately report to the House its findings and recommendations after the scheduled hearing.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.